Hello, my beautiful people on my YouTube channel. Welcome to my first video on my channel. I thought I'd just sit here and give you guys a little bit of a life update, a little bit of a girly little conversation, a little bit of a big sister conversation, if you will. If you don't have a big sister, if you just want life advice, come here. Okay, I'm a yapper. We're gonna yap this episode. So if you do enjoy, please subscribe because I have no idea what the channel's gonna be. But it is literally your mind. So subscribe, and I guess I'll just start talking. Oh, hang on, this really cute lad's just snapped me. Cute. Anyway, first bit of advice, first little chapter. Boys. Oh my god, do I have a lot to say about boys, right? First of all, don't do it. I do believe in you should have love at a young age, you should experience relationships at a young age. I'm a full believer in that. Just don't let it consume your whole underage life, because I can tell you right now, I wasted a lot of my years chasing after lads who were not worth it, so don't do that. But I think it's important to be in romantic relationships at a young age, because when you're older, then that means that you're less likely to get into a toxic relationship, because you're like, oh my god, I experienced this when I was 15, right? So I feel like that's prime age. I think that's prime time, and I think that it gets to a point where you need to experience at a young age. Okay, I've had a lot of experiences. I've been doing that. I've been with lads. Okay, and tell you what, I've had good experiences. Well, one good experience. Praise the Lord. But still ended badly. So, moral of the story is, get all the sad shit away when you're younger, and then go and party and go find your husband when you're I don't know, 20. Sorry guys, I'm just snapping people back. So personal experiences, talking about personal experiences, when I was 15 I had a boyfriend, and I thought that I was in love with this man. I thought, wow, he's going to be with me for the rest of my life. Little did I know that he looked like he snuck onto earth. And turns out that he was a big fat liar. He was a big fat liar. He lied about every aspect of his life. And then every day it was like, can you send me pictures? And I did, because I thought I loved this man. I didn't. 3-month-long relationship ended so badly. Don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. That'll probably get cut out of the video anyway. But it was a big thing, very traumatizing for me. Right? Things of me being shown to people. I didn't want to say that. Right? So, take this as your PSA to any girl who's watching this. Do not, under any circumstances, if you love the man, never ever send pictures until you're 18. Then do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Do not get traumatized like I did. Because currently, filming it today is the first little. It's been a year since that happened. It's been a year since it happened, and I'm doing great. I'm not doing great, because my first love. Girls, I think we need to sit down for a minute, because my fucking first love, bitch. So, treated me really well, everything like that, and it just it was my fault for it dragging out at the end. So that is my fault. I hurt myself by doing that. But I feel like it's kind of moment for every girl who has their first love to just stay in contact with them for a really long time and end up hurting themselves more because they don't want to admit that it's over. But I think it's important to have your first love, because then it shows you oh, because I have nothing bad to look back at the relationship. I'm like, oh well, this good thing happened, this showed me my worth, and I definitely love myself a lot more from that. And it's definitely helped me improve as a person. Yes, I am struggling. Yes, I don't want to wake up every day, but that doesn't mean that we can't have fun. That doesn't mean that we can't just kick about and do whatever the fuck we want, right? So I think that you should, but I think so. I don't always go for looks. In my last couple of boyfriends, I didn't specifically go for looks. I went personality, and one of them was bad. That was the one from last year. But I think it's important to go for personality over looks most of the time. Don't just go for looks, because 90% of the time they're the bad ones, because they know they're fit and their ego's too big. You need to downgrade that ego, love. Downgrade that ego, right? Downgrade it. And if you're currently going through a breakup right now, here's my advice, right? Here's my advice if you're currently going through a breakup. Go no contact. Right, no matter how much they say they love you or anything, go no contact. It will be the best thing you ever do. Trust me, I've been there. I was like, I don't want to go no contact. Do it. Because it's either going to happen to you. You'll feel better if you do it willingly than if it gets bestowed upon you. You will feel 10 times better. So go no contact yourself, and then you end up feeling better. And then have your little glow up. Take care of yourself, tidy your room, think, I am that bitch. They fumbled me. Because they did fumble you. They did fumble you. And they did. They did fumble you. And that's all I have to say. If you want to move on, think, they fumbled me, they will come back. Because what goes around comes around, bitch. And guys, editing Caitlin here. So I'm not talking like, when I say this, I'm not talking about any like how I feel about any situation that I'm in at the minute, because me saying all that stuff kind of made me seem like I'm full of myself. I'm not. I don't think that about myself, about any of the situations I've been in or any situation that I'm currently in or anything like that. That's just like general advice that I got given a lot, and general advice that I get given a lot. So that's just why I said it. Like I don't want to seem like egotistical or anything by saying that. So like I'm not. Like that's just not how I feel towards any situation I'm in, like at the minute or have been in the past. So I just wanted to clear the air about that. Thirst quenched. I don't know any other advice I can give. Any tips? Just go with the flow. I feel in your life, like for the longest time, and for this time as well. Like literally, how I feel is like no one gets it. Like, and you could be sitting here right now and thinking no one gets how I feel. Like I can't explain how I'm feeling. Sometimes I just lash out. I'll either be really happy or really sad. There's no in between. I get it. I get you. I understand you. I see you, the viewer. Right? I understand I understand how you feel. And it's okay. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to cry. And you'll feel a lot better when you can accept that crying's good and letting your emotions out is good, and having a support system. If you don't have a support system, build one. You know, it's a lot better for yourself. It's a lot worse, sorry, for yourself if you just wallow in that sadness. If you make a valiant effort to make yourself better and try, and even when you don't want to, you'll be rewarded heavily. And obviously, I'm a Christian. I converted to Christianity of about a year ago. I turned to God as a sign, and He has really helped me. And I know if you're not religious, that's fine. But like, I feel like like Jesus has helped me come to the realization that I do love myself, and we were all sent here, and everything is a lesson. Like and people are like, oh, don't say that, it's cringy, but like we learn a lesson from everything we do. Like I've learned how to love myself and how to deal with certain situations in the past year that maybe I wouldn't have if I hadn't have had them experiences. I would have still been that arrogant 15-year-old who I would have still been that arrogant kid who just thought I could do whatever I wanted. But I'm not. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not arrogant. I'm making conscious decisions for the future, and it's a growing and a learning curve that every girl and every person should go through. I truly think that like it's not spoken about enough, and I feel like if you're in a bad place, if you're in a bad place when you think no one gets me, watch Trisha Paytas. Watch Trisha Paytas, because Trisha Paytas is truly she just gets it. She understands, and she is living proof that it does get better. Her and Tana Mojo like have been through so much, and they are just living proof that it does get better. Everything will get better at certain points. You're not going to be sad all the time. Good things will come because you deserve them. Everyone deserves good things to happen to them. Like, you know, good things will come. That's it. You don't need to like, it's not going to stay the same all the time. And I know I should take my own advice, but it's not going to be bad all the time. Things will ease, things will get better, and you will come out of it stronger and with a bigger and better perspective on things than you entered it. And that's the beautiful thing about life. You know, life is all around us. We look at life all the time. Like, even just getting flowers, that's life. They're living and they're happy and they die. If you treat them well and you give them water, then they're happy and they live for longer, and then they die and you get rid of them. But if you don't water them and you don't take care of them and you kind of leave them on the side, ignore them because you have better things to do, then they dry up and they die quicker. And they didn't live their full life. They didn't try because they were put on the side and ignored. And it's kind of the same thing with your feelings. If you never acknowledge that you are upset, if you never take accountability, if you never change, if you don't have any growth, if you don't cry, you don't acknowledge anything that you experience, then you're going to die like the flowers the on the windowsill, metaphorically, of course. But if you water them and take care of them often, and you acknowledge that they're there, you're there, and I'm taking care of you, then that's like, it's the same thing. It's life. Everyone experiences a life cycle. It's what you do in your life that sets you apart from everyone else. So we only have one chance. We're not a cat, you know. Experience all these things. Like, yes, I've experienced bad things. I've experienced amazing things. Like my best friend. Meeting my best friend was like the best thing in my life. It's what you do in your life that makes it worth living. And if you don't try and you don't water them flowers, then it's just going to dry up. And then the only person you have to blame is yourself. That's why taking accountability is so important. If you don't take accountability for yourself, then, or actions that you've done or bad decisions that you made, then you are no better than the person who's done them actions to you. You know? This video started off really happy and now it's just kind of gone somber, but that was my first little yappage life advice video. Hope you liked it. Hope you like the low quality. I could have done a high quality video, but I feel like this is more vibe. Feels like we're on FaceTime, you know. I might do more of these videos. I might not. Me and my best friend have a podcast on Spotify called Table Invaders. And also TikTok at Table Invaders. I'll probably put it on the screen somewhere, maybe if I figure out how to do that. If not, it'll be in the description. But thank you for watching this literally your mind video. I hope I got literally in your mind. And I will leave support systems in the description for anyone who needs them. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye!